It's adding 3 legs to a 2-legged footstool, which can only balance and fall without the 3rd leg. And that is how balance is brought to behavior. Let's take the freedom of every individual. If I am free to express my individuality whichever way I choose, at what point does my freedom encroach on someone else's space? Like Centaur says, at what point does the range of my swinging arm hit someone else on the nose? You know, there has to be boundaries. There has to be balance. You know, there are many angles at which one falls, but only one at which one stands. There has to be equilibrium. You know, equilibrium is really a matter of 1 inch, isn't it? And I think morality brings perspective to behavior. That's what the whole book is about. It brings perspective, it brings balance. It examines the history of mankind from the collapse of the Roman Empire to the current day. It evaluates what were the factors that were present in that process. What actually sustained life over the last centuries, from the collapse of the Roman Empire to the current day? What were the factors that endured? What were the factors that did not? Who were the people who did well and who were the people who did not? Why did they not do well? Or conversely, why did they do well? What was their morality? What was their moral quotient? What was the undergirding foundation of why they did well? And when they did not, what was absent in their behavior that caused them not to do well? So the book is really, in some ways, not just about sociology. It's a bit about history. It's a lesson of history, actually. And it looks at various facets and keys. It's almost like a little bird landing in different spots during the course of that time frame, from the collapse of the Roman Empire to the current day, and examining behavior, concentrating on things like the Pax Britannica. How did it develop? What were the foundations that caused it to develop? To what degree has it affected the current day? To what degree has it affected behavior today? And to what degree will it predict our future? And the basic thesis of the book is, if you don't bring a 3rd leg to the 3-legged footstool, you're actually committing the future to an imbalanced state that could bring about a deconstruction of our sociology and of our life as human beings.